So our friend Dana from Daydreams and Nightmares, she contacted us. And she sent us here to Alameda, California. Said we had to check out Tiger Blood Social Club. There's a museum of the macabre here and some really interesting stories to go along with it. Come on.
Tiger's Blood Social Club is a tattoo and piercing shop in Alameda, California. It also houses Brian Almighty's Museum of the Macabre, Cabinets of Curiosities. This rare collection of strange artifacts and oddities has been gathered over time. Some, if not most of the items in the collection have a strange energy attached to them. This could be the source of the paranormal activity the staff has been experiencing inside the shop.
So I'm here with Peyton, and Peyton is the son of one of the owners here at the shop. Peyton, can you tell me a little bit about the experience that you had here?
So it was during construction, and I was just walking around this main room, and I heard my name called from over there by the pillar, and I saw a woman, like from head to toe, dressed in white, and her hair was black.
So you come out here, and you see a woman walking around, and you follow her. And what did you initially think when you saw this woman?
There's a random person in the shop that no one knows. Another day during construction still, before we put everything in the hallway, I was just running back and forth in the hallway, and the same woman appeared at the end of the hallway.
The same lady?
Yeah.
Right in this area right here. So I'm gonna move closer to the wall to see if we have it. It could be some type of electrical interference. Oh, we're right in between these beams when we're getting it too. But we're getting, yeah, so this is not necessarily paranormal. This could be, because it's constant, it's something most likely like from the building here. And there is like a restaurant underneath. So the kitchen kind of ends over here. This is seating, and then an office area too. So any electricity and things that they have going on underneath could possibly be causing it. EMF interference. Are there ventilation systems that's outside the store too? Well, these are the hoods he said right over here. And check it out right out here, guys.
Or is that like
there's a
air conditioning
huge system right out here. Okay. I don't know, you probably can't see it with the
How's the meter up against the window right there? Hold the meter by the window.
Red. Okay. I think we found our culprit.
Yeah, there's a big ass. Okay.
Ryan had put up a bunch of the art here, and he had just put up that picture of
Dana Duffy, sorry.
Dana Duffy. And you can see where the bones are sticking out right there. Well, he had done the frame, and there was actually a bone pentagram at the bottom of the frame. And so I came in here, and it was like a pop, there was a noise, and all the bones came off the wall and landed in a pile on the floor. I jumped back, and it was, it had been there, you know, nothing bumped the wall, nothing happened. It literally just like exploded off the wall. And the thing that was even more bizarre was that it was the pentagram.
One of the experiences, the most recent experience that I had was my girlfriend and I were here early in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock, and I found all of Ryan's prints on the ground and kind of chalked it up,
these ones,
all
here.
of these, and kind of chalked it up just to the museum putty. I tried to hang a bunch of them up again and they wouldn't, and then I got this one, which is the same painting, this one to stay. And we did our photo shoot, and we were standing here in the piercing room in the doorway, and she bent over to pick up her makeup and her cell phone, and as she did that, the print flew off the wall at us into the piercing room. And we had an animatronic clown, like a little Halloween clown, sitting here by the coffin. And it's not motion sensitive. You have to press a button to get it to dance and do its little song. And it went off at us. So we left.
The majority of this is my artwork. Everything is painted in human blood, whether it's mine or a client's. One of the things I did, you'll notice the Ouija board I did in blood.
That's my favorite one.
You wouldn't believe the backlash I got from that. People were asking me over and over again, you do realize, don't you, you're opening doors to the other side. And I said, well, that's okay. And how do you know, being that it's painted in my blood, I'm not opening a door for myself when I get to the other side. But I love doing it. It's kind of the point, other than if I'm doing graphic art for a t-shirt or something like that, or tattoo work, it's the only medium that I use to paint.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't done an oil painting in over a year.
And it looks amazing.
Well, thank you very much. The people that work at Tiger's Blood have had experiences before I brought this out there, as you heard from talking to Peyton and talking to Joe, as there were experiences in my shop as well. When I take you on the tour, I'll show you a few things, kind of like the Ouija board, where I like to, how do I put this? I like to poke the monkey. I want things to happen. I don't want anybody to be harmed, but I consider myself a very skeptical agnostic. I'm a skeptic. It's going to take something literally walking up to me and saying, hello, pleased to meet you, for me to say, okay, I'm positive there's something else out there. So I always hope. I've spent the night here many a night. I find it very comforting to be in here amongst my collection. I've never had it all in one place before. With that being said, I will take you in and take you on the tour.
Awesome.
We keep this locked up. When we moved the collection into this room, they were having trouble with the door opening and closing. Okay. Now I'm going to show you when I take this off, the thing that's particularly bizarre about that is I painted the entire room. Well, the door is very sticky. There's no reason it should have been open. And Sam checked it. I mean, it was closed.
And this is the one that they changed the door. Oh, that is sticky.
Yeah, and it was closed. I mean, you can see. I mean, go ahead and like knock on the stuff. There's no reason that should have been opening and closing. And go ahead and if you want to open the door yourself, you can see how sticky it is when you actually open it.
You have to put a lot of force into this door to get it and to even close it too. Whoa, you really, really feel. You can really feel the energy.
You always notice when you come in here and it's either quite a bit hotter or quite a bit colder than it is out in the rest of the shop. When you come in here and it's colder, watch out. Okay. Stuff's gonna happen. We had did a tour last week and they at the same time a gentleman felt nauseous, had to sit down, and his girlfriend heard voices over her shoulder while she was looking at some of the things with her at the exact same time. Okay. One of the artifacts I have in here, which is a haunted artifact, is a possessed doll. We did an episode of Oddities with it. A ventriloquist dummy that seems to be possessed. This is Danny. Oh! He's supposedly from the 30s. He was a gift to the middle child of a family of 5 children in New Orleans, Louisiana. Where it gets interesting is the father started getting woken up by the children screaming, and they would have these welts and marks on them, which they claimed was from the dummy biting them. The whole story is written out there. They condensed it on the show. If you get a chance, feel free to read it. You'll notice that there's candy sitting on here. It explains the candy, but we had Twix bars on this. And only Sam and I have the key. We were all in here talking about the dummy specifically. We walked out, locked the door. The next week, the Twix that was there was gone. We ended up finding the wrapper under that chair, and the dummy was in a different position. Back to the paranormal. Again, I told you I do my best to surround myself with possessed items, things that have a haunted history. Well, one of the explanations for this is a South American skull. This is a real human skull. The person decorated it with turquoise, but more importantly, it's sitting on a very large piece of quartz. There's also quartz in the eyes and in the mouth. The theory behind that is quartz is an energy conduit, which is a fact. I mean, that's the reason there's quartz watches and that kind of thing. The idea behind that being that the quartz is put in a piece of art with real human remains is it opens a door for, the spirit world to interact with the living world.
A lot of people wouldn't have that around, specifically because of the quartz, but I'm just crazy like that. I want things to happen. So I like to think this guy might have a little to do with it.
Like, and I hate talking like this, but like, I had a vision. I was talking to Keith earlier, and I was getting ready to come here. And in the mirror, I saw like what looked like, and I told Ellie and Keith this on the way here. I saw what looked like a blue marble in my mouth as I was talking, and it startled me for a second, and then it disappeared, obviously, because it wasn't really there. But then when I see that, and like the little things like right here on the head, and then you said that there's one in the mouth, that, like so I meant that kind of
It kind of stunned you a little bit when you saw that.
It's yeah.
I've taken only a handful of people other than the opening night have I brought through on tours. It's almost batting 1,000 that people are having experiences when they come through here.
After asking what is placed on top of the ventriloquist dummy, we get this direct response, answering our question. We just finished doing an SP11 session. I was picking up the equipment when Ellie noticed something on the ground, and I don't know what this is, but it appeared to be like right underneath or right next to the spirit box, and I didn't even notice it. So we'll give this to Ryan and see what he says.
So we just finished our
right over blocking everything. Yeah.
Like from the gate, I just have to
block everybody out. Yeah.
So it was underneath your spirit box?
Yeah, we put the spirit box on the ground.
This is a tooth to the, I was telling you about the thing with the quartz in the eyes.
That's what we thought it looked like.
That's what that's too.
Oh, wow.
But there's no reason why that would be on the ground.
No.
Because we had this on the ground. We did our session. We picked it up off the ground, and right underneath it was that. But like it was so clearly on the ground.
You guys are the only ones back there. We didn't go back there.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I thought I heard something.
This camera the thermal makes a little clicky noises. But.
It must be the sound of the thermal, like bouncing off of something over here.
Can you stand in the doorway? We walk through the shop using a thermal imaging camera. This camera can capture heat signatures and detect cold spots. Can you touch Chris's hand? No temperature anomalies were captured at this time, so we returned to the museum to investigate further.
Now loading shared cast internet radio stations. Channels 10 through 20 now initiated.
What did it say?
Sound like it said, you know they're intelligent.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Are you from the building? Were you brought here? You hear that?
So who are you?
I'm here, dude. I'm hearing all kinds of crap.
that?
What did you put on the ground right here?
Tooth? Yeah,
Hella clear.
Tooth? Yeah,
Hella clear. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You practically yelled it out.
Yeah. That was good. I heard that. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
I felt like busting a Zach Bagans right now. That was awesome. What did that tooth come from?
Skull, yep.
This is a South American skull. This is a real human skull.
After finding a tooth from the haunted human skull with quartz crystals, we received these direct replies using the SCD-1 device, further validating our communication with the other side.
Tell us my name. Who said my name?
Next, we entered the piercing room, where earlier we were getting hits on our REM pod.
How many spirits are in this room with us right now? Can you say one of our names? Can you come change the temperature?
Lay down over here?
Come lay down on this table.
That's what that little alarm was. Look at the temperature's going crazy. You're definitely here.
Dude, 3 degrees?
It's fruit.
Can you make it even hotter?
Can you bring it up even more?
Wow. Can you make that change?
Thank you.
Alright, so we're going to do a GB riff session here in the museum. This time Ryan will be joining us to see if the spirits react to his presence.
Can you tell me the name of the ventriloquist doll in the coffin here? Show you? What the
Does this picture ventriloquist?
Yeah.
Picture ventriloquist.
Alright, so next we're going to be using the Devil's Toy Box. What this is a box where the inside is all mirrors. The theory being that spirits can travel through mirrors and basically they can get trapped inside this box and communicate through a special microphone that's wired into the bottom here. Alright, so we're going to be testing it out inside the museum here. We're going to place it in here, ask a few questions, and leave. And give it about 10 minutes. Come back and we'll see what we get. I want to put this somewhere like right here. Next to all this signal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That, what is it? Satanic.
The deer head was found in the wall.
Yeah. here until we... Is there anyone in here? Can you come over to this box and communicate with us? We're gonna leave for a short period of time. Closing the box. After placing the Devil's Toy box inside the museum, I returned 10 minutes later to pick it up. The first thing I did was open up the lid, and in doing so, captured these voices. Note, you can hear me handling the box, but these voices are clearly different.